Hello Aquarius, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your lunar eclipse, full moon, and Cancer reading on January 10th. This is going to be your oracle card reading, oracle clarified by the tarot, and I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Bar and Reed. 6-card spread I use for most of the moon readings. Definitely felt led to come on and do this reading for you. This affects the full moon with the eclipse will have a longer term effect than other full moons. So we'll see what's going on for you as far as messages to help you maybe cope with the changes that could be occurring during this time according to the house it will be affecting the most for you. Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Sun, Aquarius Sun, you'll be feeling this on the soul level. Aquarius Rising, you'll be experiencing this more in your physical world. And Aquarius Moons, your emotional level, okay? Don't worry if you can't. Oh, actually, this is showing up pretty well as far as all the cards, but I'm going to hold them all up as I read them to you. So, welcome back to subscribers and welcome to anyone new to my channel. I do hope you find these messages helpful. Always seeking clarity and messages for your highest good. I always meditate on and shuffle the cards before this reading, just cutting them here on camera for you. So, also something I'm doing a little bit differently at the end of the reading, I will be checking both cards that are underneath both decks to kind of tie in with the messages that we are going to get for you here. So that said, we're going to get into this for you, Aquarius. So sixth house is your house of work. It's also health, fitness. It also will systems, even pets and service given. Your sense of usefulness is the sixth house for you. Okay, so let's see what we have. Recent past, storm fields with the 8 of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, you've had to make some adjustments here through clash of interests. I'm feeling. For some of you, it could be in your work sphere. Some of you maybe walked away from one job. Maybe it was not fulfilling your needs anymore. Maybe there was something here for a time, but then something changed. I'm also kind of getting this is like a pay rate was cut, or there was some other way that made the situation something where it was no longer serving you and it was time for you to move on. At some point maybe it was fulfilling, but you know, I'm kind of getting something where it was like maybe a gig or something, or just something you were trying out, but it kind of clashed with your ideals. It was no longer providing you with what you needed. And some of you maybe felt a little sad about that, but you definitely, it has definitely shown you, I feel like I'm getting, it's like, it's not worth my time anymore, so I'm not going to do it. Also, some of you could have come to some realization that something with your health was not working, so you had to kind of walk away from something that you maybe used to enjoy but is no longer good for your health. Could be something in your diet. Something here just changed with the storm field, but it changed to be cleared away, and it caused you to go on a journey to kind of replace that, replace it with something here that's going to meet you with your needs, meet your needs. So I feel like for some of you, definitely, it also could be some of you with the diet plan, maybe thought it was good for you, but in the long term, not so much. You maybe were trying to turn a diet into a lifestyle, but realized that that's not going to be for you. So you're trying something new here. In your recent past, or there has been the start of searching for what is for you, what's going to work for you, whether it is your diet, your health, or work. You know, again, kind of seeking some other type of fulfillment for something that was no longer fulfilling. Something too, the system has changed. Something with a system probably changed that where at one point it was working for you. You realize it's not anymore. So what we have for your present point of advantage, it is strength with the Four of Wands. And we have at least fours here, 444. I'm feeling like what occurred in the past, if it's resonating for you, that this has called upon your strength on how you can stabilize, and for some of you do something more entrepreneurial, maybe not depending on certain systems or big corporations, things like that, that have the power to change whenever they want to. This is a sense of you kind of taking on a role of, I can do this and I can do this on my own. I have the experience, not only that, you know, to overcome whatever is you know, I get a very independent energy from this. You're wanting to stand on your own 2 feet here. Well, she's only standing on one here, but this is even more of an indication, I feel, that you have the power to create your own stability. Some of you, this is working from home. This is probably whatever happened was probably the momentum you needed to really go for it. Really go for what you feel you can have success in. So this is, I feel, you've set the foundation, or you're setting the foundation right now for something that you can do more independently on your own. Some of you as well too, with something you've walked away from, you're regaining your strength. Something could have been weakening you in your health, and now you've maybe found more of a strength in stabilizing whatever became unstable in your health in the past. I feel definitely this is also a sense of a new physical exercise plan that you are gaining your strength with, and finding that it's bearing good fruit for you. So there's something here that you may have started even with the new year, but I feel what the lunar eclipse is taking out. Okay, so apologies for that freak out. Sometimes, no, well, maybe my camera did that like one other time. It's kind of funny. Anyway, and I've been using it for a while. Sorry for that, though. But okay, as we were talking, this is your present point of advantage, and it's a very, very strong, stable point of advantage in taking back your power that you've maybe given to situations that were just not for you. So I feel that that's a stabilizing, and even if it isn't working for yourself, there's something here where you know you can do well, and there may have been a new door that you've opened into maybe a new company or some other avenue that is going to bring you a better stability. Okay, so let's get off the present point. I don't know. Last time that happened, I honestly felt it was kind of like a spiritual interruption with the subject matter that I was covering. But anyway, your challenge, Aquarius, or what your resistance is. Sad embrace with the Empress. Interesting. Initiation, getting something started, feeling confident that you have the ability. This could also be someone of an authority, and this could also be kind of a mother figure that some of you are dealing with that is not too in agreement to your choices or something that you're making in your life. Some of you, and it's sad embrace here. So some of you may have had to settle in a situation. All of a sudden there's like so much going on outside. I hope it's not picking up on a camera, too distracting. It's a little distracting to me, but I'm gonna just try to remain focused here on the message for you. Challenge your sad embrace, Empress, and Empress is also a card of abundance, someone who has abundance. And for some of you, investing into your own business, and it's going to take a lot of strength, but it could also be taking a lot of resources before you're seeing a return. So for some of you, you may feel that there's not an abundance of work that for you, or there's the self-motivation that you have to have towards working for yourself. For others of you, this could be a partner. Um, I feel there's a sense of feeling of lack. For some of you too, there could be this sense that you're realizing with something with your health. Um, I'm kind of getting the sense of like someone wants, it could be even a medical practitioner, some like taking some medication or something, that you don't want to take, or you feel like there could be some type of emotional or imbalance or mental imbalance that you're experiencing through maybe a new plan. So I feel for others of you, it's maybe lack of confidence, or needing to maybe experiencing some loss maybe has you catching up, and you're not able to take care of yourself the way you want to or used to. You maybe had to cut down on things that were for yourself nourishment or self-care. Like, say you're someone who was used to going to the salon and getting your hair done. Is maybe something now you have to maybe cut out. Or getting your nails done. This is something, again, the Empress is self-loving, allows things to come to her, and is well taken care of in that sense. So for some of you, you may felt like you've needed to kind of downsize or compromise on things that you've enjoyed doing, indulging in, paying, I guess those things that are extra that you would like to do. That could be somewhat of a challenge for you. Some of you, this could represent an authority figure that's not your mother. Even in a new work situation, you may feel a challenge as someone you have to answer to that you maybe don't prefer to answer to, or report to. Could be a manager or someone, again. So either way, there's some challenge with this, or resistance to it, that's going on for you. I also can kind of feel like mood swings. Some of you, and that could be affecting your mind frame as far as being someone who is working on their own business, working for themselves, and not having someone to, not having a clock to punch into, or someone to give you work. There's a self-motivation that has to come, but if you're caught up in your emotions or caught up in your personal world, sometimes that can get you in a place where you're not motivated or unmotivated. Okay, so for some of you, that could be some of what the challenge or resistance is. Okay, let's quiet it down a little nicely here. So, looking into your unexpected help, one ring circus with the Page of Cups. So, again, more independent energy and new connections, I feel, coming in with what you do build up. It may not be easy, but I do feel that some of you will find a stride in what you're offering independently. Now, some of you could be simultaneously working, working for someone else, but also working for yourself, and needing for what your business is to really take off before you are free to not punch in a time clock or report to anyone else. So with this, I feel that this is a new offer, or new something here that's, I feel it's new clientele coming in from something that you are building and running on your own. This is One Ring Circus. So I feel like for some of you, this is hope for you and for what your work and daily habits are, that will give you the sense of confidence to do something on your own. Because the money's not going to come, or your abundance is not going to come overnight. It takes a lot of work to be an entrepreneur. It takes a lot of work to do something that's not guaranteed, a guaranteed pay rate and a guaranteed paycheck. You will have your ups and downs. So that's where I feel like some of you are, that's will be the challenge, the ups and the downs. Even if you're in your own self-motivation, or, you know, for others of you, an authority figure or even a mother figure who is not too happy with the choices that you're deciding to make. But this is your path. So I feel like the unexpected help will be that there will be some type of new communication that you will be having, new growth, some good news to even have about what you're trying to build or do on your own. So being steadfast in what you can do to, again, take your power back over what has been lost, or opportunities that prove to be only temporary, and you know you don't want to experience that again. So a lot of people do get in that mind frame of, well, you know, if that happens, where, you know, the rug is kind of pulled under you, what can you do to make sure that that's a stable? So you have the strength now, you do. And so I feel that this is something that is going to be coming in as far as encouragement towards your independent aims. And yeah, I kind of get that with, there will be kind of new communications that open your whatever you're doing, you'll be drawing new connections with whatever it is that you're doing, that can translate into more abundance. But slowly but surely, this is the page, so it'll trickle in. Something's going to start trickling in, and that's going to be motivating you to continue with something independent, something you can do. Okay, so here we have, for your advice through spirit and these cards, is the Bone Collector and the Chariot. See yourself as victorious. Continue to maintain control and balance over your sense of self-worth, and again, with the Bone Collector, this is a new beginning too. And feeling, though, that you have all the resources you have, it's kind of reminiscent to the energy of the Magician in the tarot, in the sense that you do have all you need to initiate your new beginning. And you know, this is a woman who has a lot of wisdom, and so it's use that wisdom. Don't forget what you have that is special, that is a gift, and it is innate to you. This comes from the core of your being. uh, Go ahead and take charge and start that business, get it going, get it established wherever stage you are in. And I feel this is a sense that for some of you, this is a movement as well. Do the legwork, do the traveling you may need, do, again, and this is a sense of like seeing yourself in that seat. You're Be confident as well. Um, and if you need to hold on to one job, that you work for others, or and also do your business kind of simultaneously, or maybe that's what's funding your entrepreneurial aspirations. It's just there's a balance that you can create here. You're in a new beginning. um, do not forget that you are gifted, and don't neglect your gifts. Put them into movement, put them into practice, because practice, it makes improvements, and the more you do something, the more you are going to attract what you want, as far as what's going to bring you some abundance, what's going to bring you success. So it's like, put your armor on here. um, as well too, for those of you with a health concerns. I do get a sense of this is something here new, where it needs to be balance, and all that you have learned about what doesn't work for you, just continue moving forward. This is kind of a new beginning, something here with health regimen, or you know, so it's all about balance here for some of you. I get, with what you enjoy, what you indulge in, and what you actually need. So some of you may need to find, or you know, if health is a major thing for you, there may be a new doctor or some other practitioner that could be of help to you. There could be some kind of a second opinion that you can get from someone, possibly here. Could be an indication there, that some of you may just need to start all over again with someone new if what they were doing was not working for you, that you clashed with. You don't want to be anyone's guinea pig in a situation. You want what's going to work for you. So again, to that, with if any, you know, not everyone has a title, is doing what they're doing for the betterment of their patients, or, you know, clients, things like that. So I feel for some of you, this also may be a new communication that, or even a suggestion that could be coming in, where you can be a little bit more independent if it's something where, or there's an alternative to some type of maybe medicine that's not really, that's maybe throwing you off balance. So that's a sense of like, I'm getting messages for some of you. It's like, take control over that. There could be another way where you can feel a bit stronger, but have confidence in yourself about what it is that you want to do and start on your own, and to create your own stability. And there's a sense of that you will need to be disciplined, but also, you know, the moodiness or anything that's a challenge for you getting started or motivated, just know that it's going to take some time. For some of you, it's going to take some time to really see results and get yourself back to a place of abundance. Now, what we do have for the outcome: Sacred Pool, and we do have Five of Cups. So I feel like this is a message here that there's this sense of power that you will find within yourself to get you out of these slumps where you're constantly focusing on your losses, because all is not lost. You're in the midst of change and transition. Some of you are in the midst of change and transition as it comes to your earning, what you're earning, what your work schedule is, what your work habits are. The Sacred Pool is a place that is, you know, you keep it's yours in the sense that you can always go back to it. You can always go into the reflection and see what you need to see to motivate you. Turning your back, you know, you have to work on it. It's a process, of not looking at the past, being focused on the past. But there's a sense of like a coping mechanism or skill that you will be kind of acquiring to assist you with this. But this is it's all is not lost. There's still some things here that you can restore if you can get through those moments. Again, the ups and downs, especially with entrepreneurship or anything that you're doing independently to create your own sense of security and stability, not relying on another. And for some of you, I feel it may be this balance or this sense, especially for those of you who may have to work for someone else and also try, simultaneously. It's like you may not, you may have to suffer through working a little bit more for someone else that you maybe do not want to work for. I'm really getting feminine energy, but here I feel like, and for some reason, I'm picking up. There's like 3 more months where you may have to suffer through. Either 3 months. Hopefully it's not 3 years, but I get the sense that it's simultaneous. There's a sense that there's a simultaneous growth that will be kind of happening with what you do have, or what you are establishing or have, to create your own sense of stability here, especially with the Sacred Pool. Like, you have to put on one face and be in this miserable job, but then, you know what, afterwards you get to be who you want to be, or be in that role where you are in control of something, and what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So don't let anyone else kind of get you down as well too, in the sense of what it, they're not seeing what you're doing, producing the fruit, and kind of maybe being pessimistic, and be sure that you're not absorbing that in the sense of you needing to be motivated. Concentrate, or always go back to that Sacred Pool of your excitement of, well, what if you are going to be successful? What is that going to look like? Write those down. I feel for some of you, this is like, you need a vision board. Some of you need a vision board, something again to look at of what you're working towards, to motivate you. Some affirmations too about, you know, what it is that you want to be, knowing you are that, even if you're in the process of seeing that manifest in the form of you being successful in it. It's like it's there, you just have to meet it, and it will be your attitude that will make all the difference. So for some of you, I feel like vision board would be helpful for you as far as what your goals are, even in health, even in fitness. So oh wow. And so then what we have at the end is intention, at the bottom of the deck of the oracle with the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So wow. So what you do when you create a vision board, you know, it's getting your intentions out there and getting it out there in a place that you can be reminded, but also knowing what you want to create as far as your new beginning. I feel that this is also two signs that you are going to be starting off from a very stable place, but also this new beginning for you is going to be a lot more stable, and it's just a beginning, but it's a good seed to plant. It's good too with knowing what you want out of your situation, what you want to see success with. You know, even getting down to where you want to be in a financial state, and figuratively writing down that figure. I want to make this much in a month. I want to make, you know, I want to be pulling in this much, and this is when I'm going to feel like I'm successful, and this is when I can shut out the naysayers, you know, and show them like, you know, I knew, you know, this would be successful. You just had to keep at it, and also have your intention of what you are doing. Have that out there, and again, something that's going to be reminding you, something physical that would be there to remind you that this is what my goal is. This is what my wish is. I feel that this is a sign here that your wish will be coming true. Again, but you have to do the work. You have to put in the effort, and you will see this new beginning that you're wanting to see in your work habits, your sense of usefulness, what you're contributing to society, and all of that. Okay, Aquarius. So I hope this was helpful for you. Deciding that I am not going to be talking to the camera with doing these readings. I really do just like to focus on the cards, and I'm just not, okay, I'm camera shy as far as like reading on camera. But if you do want to follow me on Twitter as well, I'm also using that as a platform to come on and do like short insightful readings. I take pictures of the tarot or the oracle. I'll maybe use cartomancy at some point in time too, when I'm spiritually led to. And same thing with this channel going forth in 2020 and this foreseeable future is spirit-led, and sometimes transit-led. And I just really felt compelled to come on with this lunar eclipse because the effects can be long-term, and I do feel like there was some long-term messages here. So I hope it was helpful again, and if you would like a personal reading, that information is below. Take care.